we'll take all this for other characters. Because
Yes.
as soon as we're done with the tutorial zone, we'll be making a full party of 6. By the way, we're going to quick save. Ah, my rogue's too far ahead. Glenfathan Leader. All around you lie the massacred remnants of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as to ward away some poisonous vapor. So the Glenfathan Leader are the hut dwellers who worship the ruins we're sitting right next to. And by worship, I mean they kill anyone who's ever tried to get near them. Well, not everyone who's ever tried to get near them, but they hate the people that try to get near them. There's a whole backstory about Civil War and shit. Handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them towering with a severe... One of them towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Howden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, Trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. And now if I was smart, or if I had lore 1, I could say something. But I can't. We've not trespassed when we wish to pass through. You'll try to kill us either way. Why make it easy? Yeah. The man gives a slight side nod of his head, perhaps acknowledging the astuteness of your response. Many things may happen. The only one for you can be sure that is if you hold your weapons, I will drain his blood upon the ground. So I say again, lay down your arms. Oh, I have a disposition rank. I don't know what that means. So, now I have lots of things. Lots of things. I have Might 14 because I'm super strong and ripped. Only a full attacks a weak enemy while a stronger one yet lives. I can threaten him. If I had higher perception, I could say something else. Intellect 13. You can kill him, but you might as well be killing yourself. Something that the man does really well, or this game does really well, is not only is there Intellect 13, Intellect 15. Judging by the strings of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you are a worshiper of Galawen. If Galawen told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Athletics 1, rush the man before he can react. I'm very tempted to rush the man before he can react, but that might put me literally right next to the man, and as a rogue, I don't want to do that. We're gonna threaten him. Look at you. Yet. He shoves Howden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Howden's torso. Howden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. He looks alright. Oh, he has bruised ribs. Minus 24, dude, minus 2 constitution. That's not going to be well. Who here has bows? You need a bail. Well, actually, you need to actually... Oh, you're also a rogue. You need to blinding strike him. You need to get in there, too. And you also need to get in there.
How can I help?
You need to, Actually, you need not do anything. You just attack regularly. And you're not going to last much longer, so we're going to knock down some of them for you. Very worried about Howden. In fact, you need to, like, die, dude. Okay. Yeah, you need to use your other knockdown. Post-haste. There we go. Howden lived! Oh, your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companion is now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible with his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back and he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. Queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. Now, the caravan leader mentioned something called, if you feel a bit of wind, to run, because it might be a bioac. We're going to find out what bioacs are in a second. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin. Where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Bioacs tear your souls from your bodies. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst a howling maelstrom, slashed across his chest and bowels, Odema body stirs. With great effort, he raises his sagging head. His eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
It's a good idea. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet. With every step, you set your hands on worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. Last burst of energy before your arm gives out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hayden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers, who had been feigning death, lunges at Hayden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Hayden! Restrained, Hayden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind from your position. If you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you have a good chance at hitting your mark. Dexterity 15, grab a rock and hurl it at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hayden's loose. I don't know why that sentence disturbed me so much. Lurching to his feet, Hayden clambers up to the base of the rocks. As he nears the top over it, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But driving out into the rock hard, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hayden to set his feet and join you on the trembling edge. Nice. There's a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Hey! We're not done with the tutorial, though. Tutorial lasts a long-ass time.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
By the way, last time I did this on my first, I say playthrough. I played like 22 hours, but I wasn't anywhere near done with it. Hayden died. So having him around is actually quite interesting. And we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Hey. Yay! Hayden actually isn't anywhere near dead. By the way, this is how different our characters are, how min-maxy they are. Will you tell me your might? His might is 13, dex is 16, con is 8, which is very... Never mind, con is 3. Whoops. Perception is high. But, you know. 5 con actually does quite a bit. My character probably wouldn't have survived like the onslaught of 3 people at once. Quick save. Which reminds me, we want to change our formation around even a little bit. Formation. We want custom. We have not set up a custom formation. Here's our custom formation. There we go. The Triforce formation. It's actually quite awkward to min-max a formation.
But what now?
Whoop.
Storm has to die sometime.
Once again, this is the tutorial, and I'm very tempted just to bail. But we'll ask what happened out there. Windstorm, of kind they only get in Air Glanfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. Glanfathan word is Bewick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. They'll take living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? So yes. Who attacked us? Glanfathans! Ties it all together. Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gallowayne, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. Yep. And then as more options open up and blah 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 blah. Let's get going. Oh, he's collapsed. On a steady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. Seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Can't afford to stay put. Those Glanfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while.
Hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
So I've played this before. And I know what's off to the left is actually a camping area. But... And off to the right is actually dead looters. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be safe going off to the left. But that doesn't mean the tutorial hasn't changed. I'm gonna let him rest.
No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Thank you.
We'll quick save there. As you can see, the triangle formation can be quite weird in these small passages.
We should move.
So. Camping supplies, and yeah. Oh, I can only have 2 camping supplies at any one time. We're gonna save here. But not before you search literally everything. What was it? Tab to, yeah, highlight everything. We're going to rest. I'm not sure how this is going to end, but... Yay!
Gods, that's better.
He sips quickly and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He calls him and keeps rummaging through the equipment with mounting desperation.
Damn her. She took all our water.
Wow, what a skank! Whatever. That's actually really bad. I need that tank. If we go through here, it's a little thingamajigger. Beach to reach us with dangerous place full of stuff. This is all traps.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
God damn it. Oh boy.
Well?
We're actually going to use you to do this.
Poor Kalisha.
Damn it!
How can I help?
Well, so much for... God damn it. I need that tank more than you! Well, quick save, though.
What is it?
Now we have many other things like relief gem. We have a title journal. Can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice got my hands on a genuine Engwithin artifact. I had to climb in the morning, blah, 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 blah. We'll just loot up for now.
Well?
Well, buddy, you're gonna blinding strike this guy.
How can I help?
Damn. Fucking cold-blooded.
I'll take care of it.
Whoop. So the hammer and chisel we got, we can actually use to break through this. Cracks like gusty air passes through it, so we can use hammer and chisel on the wall. You see the work, the cracks lengthen in line with the efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache.
Look
All
at
right.
the wall. Think we could get through?
So now, some of these characters have minor fatigue. So we lose a lot of accuracy, a lot of defenses, and a lot of other things. I might even rest here. Yeah, we'll quick save here.
Scout ahead.
You, buddy, we're gonna do the exact same thing as last time.
See what... It's around the corner.
Oh god, this will end badly. Now you use a binding strike on this one, and you attack him as well.
Yes. Still alive?
My characters are too squishy to take damage like this. But it's fine. They do a lot of damage. Hey. And everything gets filled back up. Wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
As you wish.
Now, if I was a... Now, there's actually...
coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
If I was a smart man... Or not a smart man, but if I was a very... If that was... What am I trying to say? If I wanted to be more, you know, explorational... We could actually solve this trap puzzle, which is actually... If we scroll at the map right here, that we've just gone around... And then we can actually get off to the side passageway here and find some sweet loot. But I don't want to do that. There we go. These spear spines are actually quite weak. There we go. Anything on the walls here, we can loot off of them. Not that I can see. Anything down here? Nope. Let's haul ass upwards. Quick save. Ooh, that's... That's actually really bad. Okay, you are going to use Blinding Strike on this one, and then you are also going to attack this one.
How can I help?
That isn't good. Use Blinding Strike on him, please. Uh-oh. Kill him quickly. This isn't going to end well. Uh-oh. There is permadeath here. Oh no! Kill it! I believe you! God damn it. Okay, let's do that again. Do it a lot of times. Thank Christ. So by the way, my character is half dead. What we're going to do is we're going to quick save here, just in case. And we're going to camp again. Let me just skip that. God damn it.
As you wish.
I'm not sure that was necessary, but actually I'm fairly certain it was necessary. We have a rapier, which we're not going to use like ever. Look, it's a looter. They have a helmet. And now we can leave. Oh boy. Now we get to a weird part of the game. Older robed man. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it with what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, they are well obscured from their view. You are well obscured from the view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. Among them? A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden behind a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jet out like wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells in the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its wall is lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below. Its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Pretty picture. Your thoughts are yours and not yours. They seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions. Questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while not trying to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures and machines stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. You find Harridan a short distance away in the shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Woo! Wasn't that fun? This guy's all of our shit now, which is annoying. I want that hammer and chisel. What else do I want? The swords? No, I want those lockpicks, though. Except, what's this? I'll take it. What's this? It's mine now! There's a battle axe, which we could use later. Some swords, which we might use later. Or are they daggers? I don't know. Chainmail, which would be useful. That would be you, that, and that. Hey, I leveled! I dinged. So, this gives us our points left that we can put into stuff. It's quite awkward. Can be used to activate or save a variety of machines. So, with our rogue, it might be best to have like athletics and survival and maybe mechanics. I should probably put in mechanics, because mechanics is what you use to disarm traps. So yes. All mechanics! All the time! Lightning strike. So we could learn something called backstab. Bakustab dramatically increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. The rogue may use melee or range resistance within 2 meters of the target. This is a trap, apparently. It's much better because you can get more talents as the class upgrades. It's much better to actually grab, if we look at the guide here, because I am using a guide. Weapon focus soldier. Plus 6 accuracy when using greatsword, pike, warhammer, arbalist, or arquebus, which is a gun. We're using a pike, so this gives us more accuracy, which I really wanted because I noticed when you fought that spear spider thing, spiderling, I missed it a lot. So we're going to select this. And next. We're going for deeps. TheBiggWiggs. Yai. You may want to blah 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 blah. I have major fatigue. Ooh. That isn't good. What's this? Oh, it's a thing. Oh, shit! Well then. Sup? Got some vessel flesh. Whoop! There's a pyre there. We'll just grab it. There we go. What's going on? Covered in strange glyphs, the air around it vibrates in an unusual energy. Well, we'll just leave, I guess. So we can only go to the Valewood. This is the map. Doesn't seem big. It's actually very big. Valewood. By the way, this major fatigue is actually really bad. Minus 25% is the maximum endurance. This is why I'm like this. I probably shouldn't have used my camp thing. But we found another one. I might use it now. We're going to quick save first. So I know that there's people around here somewhere, and we're not going to fight and try to murder them. That guy isn't real. He's just an illusion. Oh god, there's actually somebody here. Be alone, please. Stab him to death. Yes. Quickly now. Give me your jewels. Oh, thank you. Already have that, already have that, already have that. By the way, what's my armor like? Scale armor. Could be useful. DR is quite poor. DR is quite poor. Nothing here is very good. Everything, or I should say everything is pretty much equal to itself. Nothing's a higher tier than anything else. Yay! I found the road. Gilded Vale. We're gonna end it here pretty soon. The next video will most likely be buying all of our new people. Gilded Vale. So this is the town we've been trying to get to this entire time. And also, hopefully we can find a place to cure us of all these horrible visions. Hopefully. Before any of that happens... Ooh. That isn't cool.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Yeah. I feel at home already.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
Now we're getting into some of the other weird things. We're gonna ask what are you talking about, just so we can hopefully explain what's going on.
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
So Hollowborn is a child born without a soul, and that's a very important point, because Hollowborn is like a main story thing that sort of drives, I would say, like, maybe not every NPC, but most NPCs are, especially in this town, are driven by the fear of having a Hollowborn child. Before I get here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. I want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Engwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bareth have mercy, we certainly have. If you'd been that close to a bivouac, you wouldn't be standing here. Yeah. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules. So I've been feeling strange ever since a close call to bivouac. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem. It sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak.
He points at a body hanging from the
Consider
tree.
yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
So Radric's trying to find a cure for the Hollowborn, or he's trying to kill off the curse of the Hollowborn by killing anyone who is Hollowborn, who don't last very long because they're kids, or who has given birth to Hollowborn. So people are very afraid.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Goodbye.
Keep out of...
And dialogue. Ooh. The king just had a child born.
Listen.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
Radric just had a Hollowborn child. Or his wife
It seems
just
your arrival is ill-timed.
Uh-oh.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? That's what do you mean? You come at a time of mourning. The legacy is struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. What happened? I'll know more details when the messenger arrives. The vagaries of child to Earth, perhaps, but that is not your concerns. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you get some rest. The inn or stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Bye. Hoo boy. So we ride out of town, and just as we arrive, the king's son dies. People are not too happy about that. And then we have more characters here that we can recruit and ask to join us. But that'll be in the next bulk we do. We're going to save. We have all these autosaves and quick save. We're going to save here, though. And that'll be it. That's the end of this bulk. It's the end of the tutorial, actually, which is a pretty big step forward because that takes probably a few hours. Maybe just an hour. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and goodbye.